Hi, YouTube. That was really awkward. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about this creepy guy story that I had a couple months ago. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna continue this YouTube thing because I don't know. So I'm just gonna kind of flashback to grade 10. Um, when, um, I got my first phone and I got a Blackberry. So yeah, when you have a Blackberry, it's pretty common to add people from other high schools that you're familiar with. So yeah, so in this case, there was a guy who went to a high school that I was familiar with. He was a year older than me, by the way. So I'm getting really distracted right now. Okay. Um, yeah. So it all starts with this guy, and we started talking probably like end of grade 11. I think like that's when I added him or something, and we also added each other on Facebook. And he was like one of the only guys that didn't like flirt with me, which I took into consideration. Like I actually like appreciated that fact about him, but we weren't like really good friends. We just had like small talk and whatever, but it was like whatever, like we were friends, like not a big deal. And we go, and I think he gets off BBM for a while because he gets a new phone or something. So he messaged me one day on Facebook, and he's like, "Oh hey, what's up, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, nothing much, just small talk again." And so we talked a couple of times like that, and then we kind of broke off because I didn't reply to his message. So yeah, and seriously, don't judge anybody until you actually meet them in person. So keep that in mind. And okay, this is where it kind of all goes downhill. So my friend, her boyfriend was going to host this party. It was supposed to be like this huge party, like with all these like people from other high schools and stuff. But thankfully, it wasn't too big of a party. I mean, it was kind of smaller than expected. So, but if there were a lot more people, then it would it would have been so much more crazy, which would just be really insane. So, I didn't really want to go, but my friends kind of forced me to, and so I kind of gave in and I just said, okay, I'll go, fine. And so get to the party, not really big. Friends were actually kind of disappointed how small the party was. But there were, decent amount of people, I guess, for a small party. It was probably about like 80, 60 to 80 people, I think. I don't even remember. Probably less than that. I don't know. But so we get there and I see him walk in. And as soon as I see him, I'm like, I think that's him. Like, I told one of my friends, I'm like, oh my god, that guy, I used to talk to him on BBN and stuff. And, but I didn't talk to him for so long or something like that. And so he kept staring at me. And I was kind of annoyed by that because it was getting creepy and I didn't really like it. And, yeah, so he just kept continuing to stare at me. And, before the party like started, well, the music started playing and stuff, there were like 3 or 4 fights, I think. I could be wrong, but there were like 3 or 4 fights about this guy was trying to take another guy's girlfriend or something. I don't really know. So the DJ said if there was going to be another fight, then the party was off, like it was gonna end. So nobody fought after that, but I mentioned this because as the party goes on, me and my friends, we are, trying to have a good time. We are trying to, have fun. And this guy, like, okay, my back was facing the crowd most of the time. And whenever my back was facing the crowd, he would come behind me and literally like run his arms against my back. Like, I don't really know how to explain that. Like, if the screen was my back, he would go like this all the way down my back, like, or across my back, I guess. And I kind of like, my friend saw that, like, my face kind of changed. And it got really annoying. And at one point, he decides to grab my bottom. I'm not swearing or whatever because there are younger viewers, I know that, here on YouTube, so I'm just gonna kind of keep it PG. So he decides to grab my bottom, and my friends saw my face and they were like, what happened? Like, so like, I just told them, I'm like, he just did that. And at this point I was like, he is like a complete pervert or something. Like I actually thought he was gonna come talk to me, but I was kind of scared that he would because he kept staring at me and I was like kind of creeped out, plus it's been so long. So yeah, and my friend actually pulled me to her side, like where I can actually see the crowd, so it wouldn't happen again. And as we kind of danced, we rotate, so it kept happening again. Like, my back would be facing the front, or facing the crowd. So for a while it kind of calmed down, and then there's this guy who was stalking my friend. Okay, and this is where it kind of gets like it just kind of gets really weird. So the guy who was like staring at me, he had a larger group of friends than I did. I had 6 people, he probably had like 8 or 10, I don't know. And so 2 of the guys in his group of friends sit in the table next to us purposely, and I was sitting with my friend at the table, and oh, my friend just texted me. And so his friends call my friend, and he's like, hey, my friend likes you, he wants to talk to you. And my friend's like, no thanks, like, I'm not interested or something. And he's like, oh no, come on, like, he just wants to talk to you or something. And my friend's like, no, don't worry about it. I was like, it's a good thing you said no to him, because they are freaks and creeps and they just want to like mess around and stuff, which was true. And so after a while, this happened to me and my friend, and 2 of the guys, including my stalker, I don't know, they both, him and his friend, decide to both try to come and like dance like over us, like hover over us, like, no. Oh, why did I go offline? Okay, anyways, so yeah, it was like kind of like irritating. Me and my friend, we both like elbowed them like both at the same time. It's kind of funny after, but like, yeah. So that kind of went through the whole night, I guess. That was like the whole night. And they actually sat at our table a couple of times, like across from us, like purposely, and it kept staring at us, but we kind of ignored that. But yeah, so we decided to leave like 5-10 minutes like after everybody left. because then most of the people would be gone. Some of the people were still there, and including him. So we got out of the parking space. As soon as we saw them, like, we just like drove away, and then I think they came behind us, and we went straight and they turned into another intersection or something. I don't know, but you know, we were afraid that we were gonna get stalked. So yeah, that was the end of that. And so be more careful who you talk to, and actually make sure that, you know, they're not like some creepy weirdo like that guy. So yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's the end of this video. I don't know if I'm gonna continue this. If you guys want more weird guy stories, then let me know. If you don't, then don't comment. Okay, peace.